Hello, wrestling fans! And after a lengthy absence, Step to the Ropes continues as this is Step to the Ropes Volume 28. In 1992, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, finally got back in the ring after being Ric Flair's executive consultant for an entire year. Now, my understanding is he, of course, replaced the Ultimate Warrior, teaming up with Macho Man Randy Savage to face Flair and Razor Ramon at the Survivor Series due to the Warrior being fired right after a Saturday Night's Main Event taping in late October of '92, the broadcast did not air until mid-November. So on Primetime Wrestling, 2 nights after that Saturday Night's Main Event aired, they had a slow, gradual face turn of Mr. Perfect as he was offered by Randy Savage to be his new partner in that tag team match. And throughout the show, Bobby Heenan, rest his soul, Flair, and Razor, they were saying, Perfect, you work for us. And it eventually led up to Perfect, accepting the offer and basically went babyface after retaliating from a Bobby Heenan slap in the face and pouring water over Bobby's head. And eventually Perfect and Savage won the match on a disqualification. In early 1993, on one of the first few episodes of Monday Night Raw, Perfect defeated Ric Flair in a career-ending match pretty much sending Ric Flair packing from the WWF. It just so happened Flair was on his way back to WCW at the time. And Perfect, I think, pretty much had become like a top babyface after that short time. And Perfect was set to face the narcissist Lex Luger at WrestleMania 9. Well, I called him the Narcissi. Bad finish to this match as Luger had Perfect pinned to the backside, Perfect's feet on the ropes, the referee did not see it. And as Perfect's telling the referee what happened, Luger knocks Perfect out with that forearm that had a steel plate in there. And after the match, Perfect leaves the ring and he sees Luger in the back and they start going at it until Shawn Michaels intervenes and leaves Perfect laying, which started a program with those two. In the meantime, Perfect had 3 matches with the original Doink the Clown, which was the late Matt Bourne, in the King of the Ring qualifying match series. The first time I think the first match was a time limit draw. Second time I think was a time limit draw. The third time they fought on Monday Night Raw, and Perfect was victorious over Doink to finally qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. And in that very tournament, which was first time ever aired on pay-per-view, Perfect defeated. It was a battle of the Misters, as Mr. Perfect defeated Mr. Hughes by disqualification when Hughes, who had just taken possession of the Undertaker's urn, used that and got himself disqualified. And Perfect went on to the semifinals and had a great match with Bret the Hitman Hart. First time those two men had met since Hart had unseated Perfect for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam 1991. And I'm not sure if that was better than their SummerSlam 91 match, but Bret Hart wound up victorious and went on to win the whole King of the Ring tournament, while Perfect went on to chase Shawn Michaels for the Intercontinental Championship and got his opportunity at SummerSlam 1993. However, thanks to interference by Diesel, Michaels had won by countout, and after the match, Diesel had knocked Perfect out, but then Perfect gets up from that, goes backstage, attacks Diesel, and gets a big brawl with him, which had to be broken up. Also of note, Perfect had come to the aid of the 1-2-3 Kid, who was beaten up by Diesel and Michaels on an episode of Superstars of Wrestling. And it looked like Perfect and Diesel I think they started doing house shows with each other in the fall of 1993. Along the way, forgot who else Perfect actually had wrestled during this time. He was scheduled to team up with Razor Ramon, the 1-2-3 Kid, and Marty Jannetty at Survivor Series 1993 to face IRS, Diesel, Adam Bomb, and Rick Martel. Not sure why Perfect did not make the show. He basically did not return until he refereed one of the world title matches at WrestleMania 10, where he ended up becoming a heel again after disqualifying Lex Luger in his match with the late Yokozuna. But honestly, from Survivor Series 92 to the fall of 1993, I think it's safe to say that his face run, it had its moments, but it was not as great as his initial run with the WWF, which began in 1988 and ended in 1991 with his back injury, and then became Ric Flair's executive consultant. My understanding is, I believe, had Ric Flair not left for WCW, there was talk of Perfect and Flair feuding in 1993 and possibly going at it, possibly facing each other at WrestleMania 9, and even Flair might have walked into WrestleMania 9 as the world champion. But folks, let me know what you thought of Mr. Perfect's face run from Survivor Series 1992 up until the fall of 1993. And folks, this series is back, and I'll definitely have some more topics coming.